This video tutorial I will explain how to create Amazon SQS standard queue. What is Amazon SQS? Amazon SQS is a fully managed message queuing service that allows you to decouple and scale microservices, distributed systems, and serverless applications. SQS enables you to send, store, and receive messages between software components at any volume without losing messages or requiring other services to be available. Creating an Amazon SQS standard queue is a straightforward process that allows you to manage messages between different parts of your application asynchronously. Types of SQS queues. There are two types of queues in Amazon SQS. First one is standard queues, which provides maximum throughput, best effort ordering, and at least once delivery. Second one is FIFO queues, which ensures that messages are processed exactly once. In exact order, they are sent. What is a standard queue? A standard queue in Amazon SQS offers high throughput, best effort ordering, and at least once delivery. High throughput means it supports nearly unlimited number of transactions per second. At least once delivery means it ensures that each message is delivered at least once, but occasionally more than once, which means the message can deliver more than once. Best effort ordering means it guarantees that messages are generally delivered in the same order they were sent, but not always. Why we have to use standard queue? Standard queues are ideal for applications where order of message processing is not crucial, but the ability to handle a high volume of messages quickly is important. Common use cases include processing user requests, managing background tasks, offloading tasks from your main application to improve the performance. Now we will see how to create Amazon SQS standard queue. I have logged into AWS Management Console, and here I have selected region as US East Virginia. Here search for SQS. Click on Simple Queue Service. Click on Create Queue. Here you can see Create Queue page, and the first section is Details. Here you have to choose the type of the queue. Here I have selected Standard Queue, and here you have to provide the queue name. I am giving name as Order Queue. Next section is Configuration. Here you can see 5 different configurations, and these are optional, and I am not going to change. I am going to leave as a default values. First one is visibility timeout, and the default value is 30 seconds. The value should be between 0 seconds to 12 hours, and here 30 seconds is set. So this much seconds the message will be invisible to other consumers once the message is read. Next one is message retention period. By default it is 4 days, and it should be between 1 minute and 14 days. If it is 4 days, then 4 days message will be retained in the queue. After that it will be deleted. Next one is delivery delay. By default it is 0 seconds. It should be between 0 seconds and 15 minutes. Suppose say delivery delay is 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes only, all the message will be added to this particular queue. Next one is maximum message size. By default it is 256 KB. It should be between 1 KB and 256 KB. Suppose say maximum message size is 256 KB. Then if the message size is 256 KB or less than 256 KB, then the message will be added to the queue. If the message size is more than 256 KB, then the message won't be added to the queue. Next one is receive message wait time. By default, it is 0 seconds. It should be between 0 and 20 seconds. This is the amount of time the receive message call will wait for message to arrive to the queue if queue is empty. Next section is encryption. We can enable or disable the encryption using these options. Next section is access policy. Using access policy, we can define who can access your queue, which means who can send messages to your queue and who can receive messages from your queue. Here you can choose the method. The first one is basic predefined access policy, or we can use advanced policy. I selected basic. Next section is redrive allow policy, which is optional. I have selected disabled, which is used to identify which source queues can use this queue as a dead letter queue. Next section is dead letter queue. This dead letter queue is optional. I have selected disabled. We can configure the dead letter queue to handle the messages which cannot be processed by the main queue. Next section is tags, which is optional. Tag is a label assigned to AWS resource. In this case, it is SQS queue. Using tag, you can search and filter your resource or track your AWS cost. Click on create queue to create the queue. Before create the queue, review the changes. Let me enable the encryption, which is good practice. Click on create queue, and here you can see order queue is created successfully. You can now send and receive messages. Here you can see the details of order queue. Now we will see how to send messages to this order queue. Click on send and receive messages. Here type the message body. Click on send message, and the message has been successfully sent to order queue. Here you can see receive messages section. Click on poll for messages, and here you can see the message has been successfully received. Click on this, and here you can see iPhone. We will send one more message. Samsung phone. Click on send message, and the message has been successfully sent to order queue. Click on poll for messages, and here you can see the next message also received. Click on this, and here you can see Samsung phone. Suppose you want to delete the message, select the message and click on delete, and one message is successfully deleted. Suppose you want to purge all of the messages in the order queue, click on purge. Now order queue contains one message. Type purge to delete all the messages from order queue. Now order queue is empty. If you want to edit any configuration, click on this edit option. Click on queues. Here you can see the list of queues which has been created. Select this queue and click on delete to delete the queue. Type confirm to delete the order queue. And order queue is successfully deleted. Now we will see which use case we have to use Amazon SQS standard queue. Imagine you have an e-commerce application where users place an order and order details are sent to the Amazon SQS standard queue. Various services like payment processing, inventory management, and order fulfillment can then independently process the messages from the queue. This ensures the system remains decoupled and scalable. Now we will see what are the best practices we have to follow. The first one is monitor the queue. Use Amazon CloudWatch to monitor the performance and health of your queues. Second one is handle duplicate messages. Since standard queues guarantee at least once delivery, which means it can deliver duplicate messages also. So ensure your application can handle duplicate messages. Third one is implement error handling. Use dead letter queues to manage messages that cannot be processed successfully. By following these steps and best practices, you can effectively create and use Amazon SQL standard queues to build robust and scalable applications. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can get Java source code and PowerPoint presentation for each and every video. That you can see it in the description section of the video. Click on show more and here you can see the description and here you can see the links to download source code and PowerPoint presentation.